Hey everybody, it's Conarchy back with this week's Conarchy's Corner. Hey, I hope you caught last week's Conarchy's Corner. We've had a lot of feedback off of last week's Conarchy's Corner. If you haven't, check it out. It's entitled, See the Big Surprise That Occurs in This Video. And if you are watching this through an email, just go ahead and click the link below that says Video Blog Library. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel or on my website, edconarchy.com, just go ahead and look down and grab the video that's below this. But last week's video was a pretty exciting video, and I was eager to share it with everybody because it went through a Time magazine article that really shared a lot of the things that are going on in today's environment. The big surprise, which I won't let go here, or I won't give away here, I want to make sure you go watch it, actually starts to make you think in a whole different light than maybe you're hearing in the media and you're seeing out there, or hearing friends or family saying. So make sure you check that out. And one of the points that I made in there, and I want to expound a little deeper on it in this Conarchy's Corner, is I made a statement that the economic environment that we're going through today, that it's not different than what we've experienced in previous years before. That this time it is not different. And I had a lot of people that agreed with me, but we had a couple of naysayers. We had a couple of people that said, no, this time it is different. And what I want to share with you today is something that I talk a lot about and warn a lot of my clients about, is not to let the current political and social environment that's out there today cloud your long-term investment plans. That what's happening today is cyclical. It happens throughout generations, and it doesn't really matter, I believe personally, what happens, because something will change down the road to put us into better, prosperous times. And this is proven. This is proven throughout history. If you look at the history of our government over 230 years of the United States of America, every time we've faced adversity, we've gotten through it, and we've led to even more prosperous times. So this time, you know, I don't believe it's the end. And that Time article last week will show you why I believe so. And I'll say one more thing in a rebuttal of people that think this time is different. I've got two words for you. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter? Yeah, because nobody today really realizes or remembers, I should say, what happened in the Jimmy Carter administration. And why I say that is because in 10 or 20 or 30 years from now, no one's going to realize what happened in the Obama administration. Love or hate this White House, right? That we've got to realize that this White House will not be here in 2 or 6 years, depending if he's reelected. So we've got to stop worrying about the fear and the worry that's being put out there, and the political based attacks, the social based attacks, and know that everything will happen naturally, and it'll be over down the road. That whatever this administration does will either be carried forward or undone in 2 or 6 years from now. So don't let your political beliefs freak you out and make you stop doing the long-term plans that you have in place. If you are saving for retirement, or if you're saving for college education for your child, then you need to be saving for those opportunities regardless of what's happening now. As I like to tell everybody, if you have a 10 or 20 or 30 year time horizon on your investment plans, then the only time that you need to worry about the value of that asset is then 10 or 20 or 30 years down the road. Meaning that in 10 or 20 or 30 years, the Obama administration will be a distant memory. And the value of your investments will be what they are dependent on the current time. And every time that we've experienced a setback, there's always been prosperous times that followed it. That's also a follow-up from last week's video, and again, why you need to watch it. So, as the famous saying goes, if you're handed lemons, make lemonade. Gang, the stock market today is 30% cheaper than it was just 3 years ago. Mortgage interest rates are at all-time historic lows. So go ahead and refinance your loan today. So a lot of people don't realize that the silver lining of the uncertainty that's going on today is excellent opportunity. Refinance your interest rate today, get locked into a very low 30-year fixed, max out your 401k contributions, and make sure you diversify your discretionary money in highly diversified investment funds. Exchange traded funds are our preference. And go ahead and make this opportunity the best opportunity out there to actually take advantage of what's going on and grow your wealth. I truly believe that this is one of the best opportunities to grow your wealth if you take advantage of the current environment where we're at today. As I like to say, and I'll leave you with this thought, I am perplexed, I am amazed at the emotional psychology that goes into the human brain, because where a lot of people see the stock market fall 30%, panic and worry and walk away and get as far away from the market as possible, I see people that see a 30% off sale at a store and run to it. As I always like to say, why is it that if stocks fall 30%, people run away, but yet if Best Buy has a 30% off of everything sale in the store, the line forms and goes out the doors and wraps around the building? It's pretty amazing. So really important to understand last week's Conarchy's Corner. Make sure you watch that. You'll probably understand this rebuttal a little bit better and take full advantage of what's going on right now to buy low and then therefore sell high 10, 20, 30 years from now when you need the money, to lock into low interest rates, to definitely make lemons out of lemonade. Hope you enjoyed this Conarchy's Corner. Bright things ahead. I predict it. You heard it here first. It's happened throughout our 230-year history of our country, and there is no doubt with how resilient our country is and how prosperous we've been, we will only return to that down the road. There's no doubt in my mind. So take full advantage of what's being offered today. 30% off of everything, as I like to say. Hope you enjoyed this Conarchy's Corner. We'll talk to you next week.